What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Anthony's Takes. We got a bit of casting news to talk about right now. There's two different articles I'm going to talk about. There's Tom Hardy casted as Venom, and Tom Holland was casted as Nathan Drake. They're going to be making an Uncharted movie based on the video game series. So, but Tom Hardy, when I heard about that, he's a really good actor. I've liked his movies. Of course, everyone knows that he played Bane in Dark Knight Rises. Did a real good job. He got big for that role. It looks, he kicked ass in a couple of those movies. Couple movies I've seen him in where he's a fighter. He's a boxer. He's been in more than one of them. Can't remember the names of them though. But definitely looks like he can, he's already big enough, to play the role. He can definitely do the same workout regimen he did for Bane. He could definitely pull it off. For one, I did read a little bit of the article from comicbook.com. The thing I don't like is that it's being made by Sony, and Sony still has the rights to Spider-Man and all of Spider-Man's villains and other characters. So it looks like they're going to be rebooting another Spider-Man universe again, So, but with these spin-offs that they're doing, it really doesn't make any sense. Does that mean, is Spider-Man going to make an appearance in any of them? And of course, they're not going to be using Tom Holland, who is the new Spider-Man in the MCU. So, will they be bringing back Andrew Garfield? Because you can't have a spin-off of Spider-Man villain movies if there's no Spider-Man around, right? So, let's read this article real quick. Tom Hardy is making the jump from DC Comics to Marvel Comics in live-action form. The man best known as Bane from The Dark Knight Rises has been cast as Venom in the upcoming Sony Pictures film. Hardy, who was recently nominated for an Academy Award following his work in The Revenant, is in final negotiations to star as Venom, Eddie Brock, in the self-titled film set for release on October 5th, 2018. According to the Hollywood Reporter's original report, the film is a top priority for Sony Pictures. The studio is eagerly aiming to make the film's 2018 release date. I bet. Venom is to usher in a host of movies from Sony's Marvel and Spider-Man-based universe of characters. THR's report said, Sony is rebooting its Marvel-based slate with this summer's Spider-Man Homecoming, and Venom is a key title in its slate. Okay, so, unlike Spider-Man Homecoming, Venom will not be a joint production with Marvel Studios, and Tom Holland's Spider-Man is not set to appear in it. The studio is also developing a Silver Sable Black Cat project with the Venom universe, along with other Spider-Man characters. The Venom movie will be directed by Zombieland's Ruben Fleischer. It is written by The Amazing Spider-Man 2's Jeff Pinkner, along with Scott Rosenberg. Plot details have been kept quiet at this point. Avi Arad, Matt Tomek, and Amy Pascal are in place to produce the film. Spider-Man Homecoming currently has a 4.10 out of 5 comic book user anticipation rating, making it the 8th most anticipated upcoming comic book movie among comicbook.com readers. Let us know how excited you are about Spider-Man Homecoming by giving it your own comic book user anticipation rating below. So, with that being said, yeah, they won't... What kind of storyline, what kind of origin story are they going to give Venom if Spider-Man is not going to be involved? And if, because we all know the storyline of This symbiote is from outer space, gets stuck to Peter Parker first, and then Peter gets rid of it, finds Eddie, and then he becomes Venom. In my mind, what I would like to see, and I know it's way too late for that because they are already filming, but it would have been nice to see Sony get their heads out their asses and like make another deal with Marvel Studios. Do something to where, okay, we know Spider-Man's gonna be in Infinity War. They're gonna be fighting Thanos in space and shit like that. You know, why not have Tom Holland come across the symbiote while he's in Infinity War, have him use that black suit, you know, towards the end of the movie or whatever may have you, towards the middle, have an end credit scene where he gets rid of the suit, and then boom, enter Tom Hardy and have the symbiote, you know, get stuck to him in an end credit scene or something, and set it up for 2018 for the Venom movie. Why not do that? That would be the most logical thing to do. But for them to, you know, just completely go the other way, and it would not make sense to recast Spider-Man again, or is it going to be one of those situations where Marvel Studios has their Spider-Man and then Sony has their Spider-Man at the same time? That's asinine to me. So I'm excited for that. I'm still, you know, shocked that they've got Tom Hardy to play Venom. You know, he did really good as Bane. Man, there was like, you know, there's talks of them recasting Wolverine, and Tom Hardy was like the top choice on, you know, a couple of the lists that I've seen where people like wish lists, like people who's the best actor to take over Wolverine if they ever do decide to do so. And Tom Hardy's that guy. But looks like he's gonna be Venom, so he's off that list now. So the next article is Uncharted movie cast Spider-Man star Tom Holland as Nathan Drake. If you ever played the games, I played all of them. Fell in love with the first one, and definitely played all of the sequels. The storyline is great, the graphics. Will it translate well into a movie? Well, it looks like they got a good actor in Tom Holland. He's been doing great so far as Spider-Man, just in a little bit that we've seen in Civil War. So, this article comes from IGN. The latest Spider-Man, Tom Holland, will play Nathan Drake in the long-gestating Uncharted movie. According to Deadline, the movie will be set around the sequence in Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. Oh, okay. So they're basing it. They're not, you know, giving it its own little plot line or something like that, like how they did with the Tomb Raider movies, I believe. Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception, in which a young Nathan Drake first meets his mentor, Sullivan. Okay. Placing it as a prequel to the video game series. Yeah, that's true. The casting decision was reportedly made after Sony Pictures chief Tom Rothman was impressed by Holland in the latest cut of the upcoming Spider-Man Homecoming. Okay. While Stranger Things director Sean Levy is still aboard. Sony will apparently now begin the search for a new scriptwriter who will begin work on creating a young Drake storyline, which presumably means that Joe Karen's monstrously cool completed script has been dropped. Okay. Monstrously cool completed script has been dropped. It's been a long road to finding Nathan Drake, originally announced in 2009. Wow, I did not know that. They announced it in 2009, but like only 1 or 2 games were out then, right? The film has gone through multiple directors, writers, and actors, including the seemingly solid Mark Wahlberg, but who subsequently dropped out. I did not know that. Mark Wahlberg was going to play him. With the director and the lead in place, this is as stable as the project's been for some time. Now it just needs a script and a gap in Holland's increasingly busy schedule. Yes, that is true. And it's only going to get crazier for him, you know, playing Spider-Man, and now this gets him now. So that's kind of backwards. They casted first the main star, and then they're looking to write the script. That's very rare, where they cast the actor first, but I guess they're trying to use that as a reason for other actors, and, you know, attract a director to want to direct, you know, a video game adaptation. So that's our news for today, casting news. You know, let me know if you want to see me do more of these. Let me know what you guys think about Tom Hardy playing Venom, Tom Holland playing Nathan Drake. If you did not like this video,